Well, hello there, guys, and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Christy, and you know what time it is. It is time to get cooking, and today I am making Hush Puppies. Yes, Hush Puppies. I love Hush Puppies. They're basically just a deep fried cornbread. Now, the Hush Puppies that I'm making today is a homemade version, and they are so easy to make. And I'm also going to be making a delicious honey sriracha dipping sauce to go with them. Yeah. So let me go over the ingredients that you will need and show you how to make these delicious Hush Puppies. So you will need 1 cup of cornmeal, and this is a yellow cornmeal. And then I have here 1/4 of a cup of self-rising flour. Now you can use all-purpose. I have just found that using self-rising flour does give the Hush Puppy a little bit more fluffiness. I am also going to be adding 1/4 of a teaspoon each of baking soda and baking powder. I've got 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 egg, and then I've got 1 small onion. Now this is optional. You don't have to add this, but I think it does add a lot of flavor. I'm actually going to be taking the onion and I'm going to be grating it into the batter. Then I have 1/2 of a cup of milk. Now, the recipe calls for buttermilk, so what I'm going to do to create buttermilk is I have a teaspoon here of apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to add that to my milk. Just like that, and that will create buttermilk for me. Then I'm going to be using some salt, and then to make the dipping sauce, it is super easy, guys. It's just 1/2 of a cup of mayonnaise, and then your sriracha sauce. Now you can use as much as you want depending on how spicy you want. I have about 1.5 teaspoons of the sriracha and then 2 tablespoons of honey. All right, so to a mixing bowl, I'm going to add my cornmeal and my flour, my baking soda and baking powder, my sugar, and I'm going to add 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt. Give that a light mix. And then I'm going to add my milk that I turned into buttermilk and my 1 egg. All right, so I'm going to give this a stir. All right, then I'm going to take my onion and I'm going to take a microplane, or you can use a box grater or anything like that if you have one. And I'm just going to grate this onion into my batter. And this just makes a very fine, almost like a puree of the onion, so it's not big chunks. And it really gives a lot of flavor to your Hush Puppy. All right, so I have grated about 1/2 of this onion, which is about 2 tablespoons. So I'm just going to stir in that onion. So I'm going to fry my Hush Puppies in my cast iron skillet. And I have a large 12-inch deep cast iron skillet, and I have about 2 inches deep of the vegetable oil. And then I've let it get hot. And a really good way to test is to put the end of a wooden spoon. If you put it in your oil and you start to see bubbles, then you know that your oil is hot. All right, so my oil is hot. What I have here is a small cookie scoop, and that's what I'm going to use, but you can just use a spoon if you want. I'm just going to drop these Hush Puppies into this hot oil. All right, some of these I think are done. I'm going to go ahead and take them out. And then I have a sheet tray over here with a wire rack. And I'm just going to place them on that. Let that oil drip. Let them cool. it's super easy to make this honey sriracha dipping sauce. Just combined all these ingredients, your mayonnaise, sriracha, and honey. This sauce is good with just about anything though. Chicken, fish, yeah. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm telling you, these Hush Puppies are so light, soft, fluffy, and this dipping sauce, oh, it's so good. These are the kind of Hush Puppies that if you're at a restaurant and they bring them to you, you fill up on the Hush Puppies before your meal even gets there. That's how good these are. They're so good. And they are not hard to make. They're super easy. All right, guys. I hope that you give these Hush Puppies a try. They are so, so delicious. I'm sure that you will love them. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and I will see you soon with more delicious recipes.